Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. And today we need to dive into something that is very important culturally and artistically. It's brand new music from my boy, the Feldman. Yes, Mr. Corey friggin' Feldman himself has come out with a brand new song, single, music video for this track that Austen will put on the screen. It's like some joke on you track, the joke's on you, the joke's on me, the joke's on us. You might be thinking, Anthony, what is Corey even talking about? The joke, what is the joke? Corey is an actor, is a multi-talented musician, accomplished musician, in fact. Corey's not a comedian. What's happening? No, that is true. Corey is all those things. But as it turns out, Corey has actually been messing with our heads the entire time. Because if you're a fool and a loser and a layman who does not understand context clues and just is very low vibration individual with terrible media literacy, you are not in on what Corey Feldman here is referring to as the joke. The joke being that Corey Feldman, you may have heard music he's released in the past, and maybe to your untrained, dumb, foolish, stupid brain and ears, you heard that music and were like, wait a second, hold the phone here. This music does not sound good to my ears. This does not sound like good quality music that I would like to listen to. And I was once like you, sir or madam. I was an idiot too. I refused to show Corey Feldman any of his music, Angelic to the core, to my 7 children. But after I listened to the record more, I started to get it. Because not only are the songs on this record, not only is every song Corey Feldman has ever recorded a masterpiece, but this album over here specifically, Angelic to the Core, is a master class in not only musicality, but also conceptuality, where Corey is very much presenting unto us, the clueless, stupid, unwashed masses, a parody, a satirical mirror that he's throwing up right in our faces, using music to show us our own flaws. And he's like, look at it. You better look. And I, at one time, being the fearful, cowardly baby that I was like, no, Corey, no. I don't want to look, Corey. But once I opened my eyes and I realized I didn't like what I saw, it was then that I was able to create a turning point, really fix my life around, give up the alcohol, the gambling. I gave all of it up. And now, thanks to that better path that Corey Feldman put me on, I am the melon you see before you today. Yeah! Oh yeah, baby, yeah! Now, everything that I'm saying here isn't me just shooting from the hip. I'm not just improvising here. It's stone cold, hard fact, which we now today have confirmation on with the release of this new Corey song, where he pretty much spells this exact thing out. Oh, you thought Corey Feldman's music was bad? You thought this whole thing that he was doing musically was just some kind of joke? Well, as it turns out, you're the joke, you're the one the joke is on. Joke's on you, buddy. You got joked! Because that's what this new song is all about. Now listen, I don't want to disrespect Corey Feldman by incorporating his beautiful, amazing, copyrighted art into this. Incorporating it into this garbage trash video, because that's literally all anything I would or could create is in comparison to the artistic mind of Corey Feldman. No, I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is I will give you a performance that will accurately detail what the song sounds like. Okay, imagine kind of a big kind of somewhat distorted, fried 80s guitar, but it's recorded in a way to where it sounds, you know, you're not hearing like the amp or the space of the arena. It's being recorded and it's more just like shitty DI. So it's like, and then from there it's the vocals. The joke is on you. The joke is on you. Yeah. The joke is on you. The joke is on you. Corey Feldman's there with the whole band, the Angels. Everybody's dressed up in 80s garb, like really big blocky neon patterns and colors. You guys may be wondering why what's going on with that? Why is that happening? It's because Corey Feldman is fighting back against the disgusting media narratives that he's just some old washed up loser from the 80s. That's why he's there just like gyrating and ripping his coat open wearing a Goonies t-shirt, because you, an idiot who can't appreciate the man for the artist that he is, who's transcended all of that at this point by a margin of decades, you just see him in this pigeonholed, narrowed sense where he's a Goonie. He's just a Goonie. He's a Goonie boy when he's not. He's so much more than that. So Corey Feldman's really just like shoving it in your face. He's like, oh yeah, you think I'm 80s? I'm going to be the most 80s thing you ever saw. I'm going to out 80s the 80s that you think I'm 80s-ing. He does that. He and the band also has on like some subtle makeup. It's a little clown makeup-esque, not only because like obviously people think Corey's a joke and like clearly he's not. What is going on there is he's also having a Joaquin Phoenix Joker moment where he is going full Joker. He's like right there in front of Robert De Niro and he's like, bam, I'm the lone wolf. I'm in control. Why so serious? I'm not serious. It's a joke. You're the joke. And from here, Corey Feldman is just rap singing over chunkier guitar riffs. Sounding amazing in the process and just further displaying that he's not a joke and people don't take him seriously because they're the stupid ones. They're dumb. They're the dumb ones who are clueless and dumb and stupid. You're stupid and dumb if you're not taking Corey Feldman seriously or if you look at him like a joke. If you think he's a joke, it's because you see yourself in the parody of mirrors he's creating and putting in front of your face. That's the thing that's magic about Corey Feldman and the art that he presents us through the world of the Angels. Everything that you ever disliked about yourself, you see in Corey. So when you hate Corey, when you make fun of Corey, when you look at Corey as a joke, you're hating and disliking and joking on you. That is what Corey is trying to tell us. All truth and love and glory to Corey. Then further, deeper, more into the track, Corey shows us again how much of an astute student he is when it comes to conceptual art, when it comes to popular music and popular art, because there's this whole section with these changing guitar chords, a little keyboard in the background too. Beep, 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 beep. Just killer arpeggios. And he's kind of saying like this. It's very mysterious. It's very strange. And if you're paying attention, very Bowie, going full Ziggy Stardust in this transition. And it's a sight to see because it's theatrical. He's glamming it up. It's a part of the show and the performance that a lot of people sadly are not getting. It's at this point in the song and music video that Corey further works parody and artistry together and shows us this little bit where he's like dressed as Michael Jackson, doing a little pirouette, a little spin, which like a lot of people like to compare Corey Feldman to Michael Jackson, which I think is like a little off base and quite dismissive. So he's dressing like him, which is something completely unlike Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman would never ever dress like Michael Jackson, wear any outfit that is Michael Jackson adjacent. He would never do any kind of Michael Jackson dance or sing in a way that is anything like in a way that Michael Jackson would sing. So any and all comparisons to Michael Jackson are unwarranted and nonsensical and completely insane and made up. Don't you dare ever, in a disrespectful way, compare Corey Feldman to Michael Jackson, and don't you also dare Google Corey Feldman, Michael Jackson, looking for images where he's dressed like Mike and wearing outfits like Mike and acting like Mike and talking about Mike and so on and so forth. It's not out there and it doesn't exist. If it did, then you would have cause to think like, okay, maybe Corey Feldman is like ripping the guy off a little bit and he's kind of obsessed, but that information and those images don't even exist. So of course, Corey in the video is dressing like Michael Jackson to make fun of everybody who is bringing that up over and over and over stupidly, because there's literally no evidence for any kind of Corey Feldman, Michael Jackson connection, comparison, anything. It's all just made up. It's all stupid. So I like that Corey is calling out the dismissive Michael Jackson comparers out there, because they need to be taken down a peg. Really peg them good. From there, we get more wild guitar wizardry, more chorus. The joke is on you, yeah! Powerful vocals from Corey. And then hilariously, the actual joke, if any part of this video is joking, okay, there's a nice little heartening, cute little bit at the end where Corey is talking with another fellow incredible, highly influential artist, none other than Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit fame, who in his heart of hearts used his talents as a director to direct this incredible, just amazing mood piece of a music video. And Corey and Fred are obviously having a funny little, prepared aside where Corey's like, oh, I love the video. You're amazing. This is so good. But, this is Michael Jackson outfit. I don't know about this. This isn't so much me. What's going on? And Fred, he responds, he says, you can't really hear it because the audio is kind of shit, but I think that's on purpose. You're not supposed to hear what Fred is saying. And Corey's just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. That's because Fred is the media and the audience that's not really listening to Corey's needs and his feelings, and instead is just like portraying him. The audience is making Corey dress like Michael Jackson. He's not doing that voluntarily. That's not something Corey Feldman would just do on his own volition. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm tired of the stupid little names and stuff people call him and stuff that people say about him, because he was just in The Goonies. He was in this 80s movie, The Goonies. People are like, oh, you were in The Goonies. What does that mean? You goon? You're a gooner? Yeah, like when me and my friends, we get together and we watch, we do super cool, like fun movie marathons of The Goonies. We call that gooning. We're like, hey, do you want to come over and goon this weekend with me? Please, I just need someone to goon with. I don't want to be sitting here gooning all by myself. And what I feel like Corey Feldman haters don't appreciate and understand about the guy is that he facilitates that. He facilitates community and togetherness, and is there with his art, with his films, with his talents, making sure that less of us are gooning alone. I used to do that, and honestly, it was one of the darkest times of my life. Yeah, I don't ever want to go back to that. Thank you, Corey. You did it. So yeah, it's with that I want to give this track a 10 out of 10. It's the greatest song I've ever heard. And it's going to be my song of the year. Thank you. Goon on.